This is Don Hurst at Highland Hill Farm. He's a 91-year-old veteran that's still working today. And what he's doing today is he's selling fire starters. He has them in these bags here, and we're going to demonstrate how well they work and about them. These fire starters were... Tell them, Pop, how you got these fire starters.
I went to the dumpsters and got them out of old boxes and the like, and just cut them up in small pieces.
And you can see inside there, and you can see inside this bag, it's loaded with debris from Burger King. Every day we go to Burger King and we bring back stuff, and he cuts it up. He's got a pizza box in there, and Burger King bottles, or cups. And this stuff is really dry and it burns very well. We usually use about 3 bags per burn pile. And I'm going to show you how we set the burn pile on fire and how we use these fire starters. These fire starters Don sells for $5 a bag here at Highland Hill Farm on Route 313 in Fountainville, PA. So if you want some recycled fire starters, here they are. This is our burn pile that we're going to burn today. It's been very wet the last few days. We've had 3 inches of rain, so there's no fire hazard problem. We like to burn from the windward side into the burn pile. The wind's blowing towards the pile from the camera. And so we'll just throw the bags right in there, and we'll open them up just a little bit, and the heat from these bags will go right up into the burn pile and set it all on fire. Now, this burn pile has in it a lot of spruce, and these spruce trees had borers in it. So the proper way to get rid of them is to burn, because if you chip them up, the borers will still be in the chips. We use a little trusty fire starter here. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is an arborvitae and it has borers in it. So we will definitely want to burn that. As you can see, it's burning quite well. It's far enough away from our trees that it won't affect the trees. We grow a lot of pine trees and spruce trees in these fields here. We're on Route 313 in Fountainville, PA. It's Highland Hill Farm. And as you can see, it doesn't take long with our fire starters. It's a great way to burn your burn pile. And a lot of that material in there is wet. But the fire starters really work well, and they get that pile really a cooking, which is what we want. We want a fast burn. We want to get it up in flames and over with. We don't want to create a lot of smoke. A little bit of wind actually helps fuel the fire by giving it more air, and it acts like a blowtorch when you start it from the windward side. And we'll come back later to see how well it burns out. This is after about 30 minutes. What we'll do now is we'll bring the loader out here and we'll push it all into itself. After the burn pile's been burning about an hour, I bring our loader, this is a Bobcat that I'm in here, and I bring it out to the burn pile. One thing I do is I check the loader before I start to go into burn pile that's burning with the loader to make sure I have no hydraulic leaks. Because a hydraulic fire at this time, if you have a small pinhole leak in a hydraulic line, this loader could burn to the ground. So I carefully checked the loader out to make sure there was no hydraulic leaks and that it would be safe for me to just push this pile in. Another thing I want to make sure of is that the ground is firm enough that the Bobcat won't get stuck, because it did just rain. Because if I get stuck in this burn pile, I'm not getting out right away. So I start over and I just slowly push the burn pile into itself to consolidate it. A couple little passes at each angle here will suffice. Just pushing it in a little bit by little bit. I don't want to dig up the dirt and put more dirt on top of it, or otherwise I'll smother the fire. The idea is just to concentrate the burning and burnable materials. I try to stay out of the smoke as much as possible because it's hard to breathe, of course. But not only that, there's a lot of heat, and heat would come after you. And so I carefully push the pile together again. You only have to do it in 3 or 4 different spots on the pile, because the pile just keeps getting smaller and smaller as things burn. And it is actually quite easy to push the material together. Even old brush can be pushed right into the pile. The area is now hot, and the standing brush that's nearby can be pushed into the pile, and that'll also burn. I've burned on this pile before, so it's not a clean pile. In other words, there's dirt in there and wood and stumps. But generally speaking, after a few days, it'll all burn down pretty far down. Then I can run the soil through a screener and put it back out into the field and use it again. At this farm we grow a lot of spruce trees, which you see in the background a little bit. We also have a cut tree operation here for Christmas time, and so this is all part of cleaning up and getting ready for Christmas as well. We don't like to have dead and diseased materials sitting around in the nursery for very long, so when we get an opportunity to burn material that is diseased or has an infestation of bugs, we like to get it burned right away so the other trees don't get the same infestation. Burning on a regular basis actually improves our nursery and keeps the pest level down. It's better to burn than to use pesticides. And there you have it for the Bobcat cleaning up the pile. You only have to do it once, because we're going to start burning in there again in a couple weeks. We'll have some more material in the pile. It'll smoke a little bit, but not for very long. It'll probably burn for a couple days, believe it or not. There's some wood that's buried in the soil that'll be hot, and it will burn, but very slowly, almost like you're creating charcoal. At Highland Hill Farm, we have many kinds of trees and shrubs for you to come and see. We specialize in screening and buffering trees. We do deliver and install. We have many trees such as Leland cypress, green giant pines, and out, as you saw in these fields in this video, spruce trees. And again, you can come during the Christmas season and cut your own tree. So we are located at 5275 West Swamp Road, Fountainville, PA. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.